Hello guys, Michael Easterich here. This is, as of right now, this is Sunday of March, so, I don't really know the date because I'm using the camera though, but, today I wanted to talk about I'm gonna start a new, thing called, Michael's Storytime. Similar to BHD Storytime, I tell stories about my previous life up to now. This is one of my first stories that personally was the saddest, so bear with me. January of 2014, my grandma, passed away. She had, heart problems. And, of course, died of old age. Now, at the time, who was there was me, my mom, a couple other family members, my Aunt Kim, and, to be there for emotional support, my friend Harley and his mom. So, we were there. Of course, all of us were out in the living room. All of a sudden, well, actually, my mom wanted me and Harley to go outside while the adults stayed in. And they all got up, because they told me this later. They got up because for some reason, something told them to go into my grandma's room, which was where my grandma and my grandpa both shared rooms with. She had to stay in her bed most of the time. And if she did get out, she would have to get on a wheelchair. She was bed rest. I grew up with her. Me and her had a bond that no one could break. Like, when I was a little kid, if she went to the hospital, man, I'd just bawl out crying and say, "Where are you taking my Mimi?" Which is what I called her back then. And I kind of still do now. But, yeah, something just told them to go to the other room. She didn't move. But she was awake, though. She didn't move, but she was awake. My mom kept on saying to her, "Whatever you do, don't go into the light. Whatever you do, don't." She did. And she died laying in bed at about 12 o'clock at night. Fast forward, I didn't know about this at the time. Mind you, I'm outside with my friend, so I have no idea at the time what was going on. My grandma, her TV was on. It was on, if y'all, country, music, lovers know that, GAC is, channel 77, depending on what your TV network is where all the country music is aired. Like, all the way from the classics to the news. Well, coincidentally, my grandma's favorite songs, "Don't Close Your Eyes" by Keith Whitley, came on after she died. And that touched everybody in the room, but I wasn't in there, so I couldn't experience it. It wasn't till the next morning, or the next day at school, that I got the news. I was sitting at lunch, eating my lunch, and all of a sudden I see in the corner of my eye my mom and my teacher standing next to each other, and my teacher pointed at me and did this, tell me to come here. So I did. I left my tray. I got up. I went to her. She said, "Your mom had something to say to you." I said, "Okay." my mom said, as of last night, your grandma passed away. And at the time I was pretty shaken up about that. I didn't go to school the next day because I was so emotional and stuff. That's why I say, hold on to some people while you still can. Because sooner or later, they're not going to be there. And it's good to cherish those memories while you still got them. Now, being as how it's 2016, I don't talk about it much anymore, but I just figured that I would tell some stories that I think would be interesting of mine. Yeah. Well, peace. I hope to do another one tomorrow, or if not tomorrow, the day after that. So, I'll probably do one later tonight. So, peace out. Deuces.